Scotty from Moorabbin Batteries here. We're going to talk about the new Bluetti DC charger, and it's called the Charger 1. So what this little beauty does, it's sort of like the missing link that's been missing from the Bluetti range. So let's say you've got a 180p, you can charge that from the AC, from the power points, which it does a rapid charge, or you can do it from your solar, or you can also do it from a car plug-in charge, but it's only going to give you about 100 watts. Now, when you plug this in, it's going to give you 570 watts. So if you think that this is 1440 watt hours, and let's say it's half charged, so it's like 720, that's going to charge it up in about an hour and a half driving. So I always like to think that your unit's going to be half full, not completely full, because if you're always topping it up and you're always driving it, it's always getting a charge. So this is going to charge it at 560. The first batch that's just come out doesn't come with any leads, but the leads are on the way. So the next batches that come through will have all the leads on it. So what happens here is that you normally will put this in the back of your vehicle, right near where you've got your Bluetti. And this has got to make its way to the front of the car where the battery is. Or if the battery's in the back, it goes down to the battery at the back. But most of them are up the front under the bonnet. So you got to run like some cable, a positive and a negative, up to the front. When you get to the battery, make sure you put a fuse over the battery. So if there's any short on the leads or anything like that, it's not going all the way up to your battery. So I always recommend a fuse. So that comes in the one end. So you got the input. So your black and your red will go into here. And then you've got your black and your red, which is the output. And that's where this one goes on. So if you imagine, so this just crimps in, you screw it on in. And if you can imagine that that's connected, and then black goes to black, red goes to red. And you can think this is going to be about how far that you can go from the Charger 1. So when you're setting it up in your car, always got to think about where you're going to put the Bluetti, because this is the length that you've got. Anything longer than that, you're going to have to figure out how to extend it. But this is a great little unit, 560 watts it's pumping into here. It's all coming from your alternator. So basically your alternator's pushing it through the battery all the way into your Bluetti and charging up your Bluetti. It also isolates it. So if you've got this on, it's not draining your other power and vice versa. So it's not going to drain your battery up the front of your car. And just you need sort of like this is where you plug them all in, screw them all in. So yeah, just a quick little wrap. I think it's a winner. You're probably looking at some of the installs, probably around 3 hours. Now, some cards are super easy and some cards are super hard. So luck of the draw, you've got to figure out how you're going to get your cable from the back of the card up to the battery. Good luck.